Welcome to storied Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. Today we have a top 25 matchup on hand with two of college football's premier teams preparing to slug it out. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Penn State Nittany Lions. Restate the State Pollock and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Guys, checking in with the Wolverines head coach before the game. This is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Kick off first, and here we go. And he's going to bring this one out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 7. Running inside, it's Hansen. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass, it's Beck. Makes the grab. Tackled at the 28, it's a pickup of 5.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Out of the backfield, he's open. Makes a grab and room to run. The 30. He's at the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Penn State.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close it in style with a 72-yard pass to the house. He'll bring it out. It's Chambers. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The run inside. It's Marshall. Oh, he's got some space. The 40. He's at the 30. Inside the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Michigan.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now on this defense to tackle.
Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hansen. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Looking to throw, it's Beck. It's complete to the left. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completion.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. racing to the right. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with a big play, 68 yards on the touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone, it's Chambers. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
And the Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Underwood just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. On target. Still on his feet at the 45. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Throwing, Underwood. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Here comes the heat. And down he goes.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
Underwood in the gun on third down. Buys a little time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down.
And now if this offense could go back, they'd be like, throw it away. You know, don't take the sack earlier in the downs because the scramble now puts you in a good fourth down situation. Interested to see what this offense does, but they got to stay away from those negative plays.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The offense changing the play. Here's James Peoples to begin the drive. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Looking downfield, it's Beck. He'll pull it down. Flies to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on the 2nd and long. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got the quick pass. Breaks into the open. Inside the 30. Attack. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Penn State.
And how about the big tight end doing the work for the quarterback, man? Nice, short, safe throw. And how about the speed, the athletic ability? You've seen the evolution of the tight end in the history of football, and this is exactly why. They went from being a big target to now a guy that can make plays after the catch and make big home run plays like he did right there.
We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. He'll bring it out. It's Marsh. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. The sure hands, it's Marshall. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Here's Underwood to throw. Fires to the wideout. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs management. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on 3rd down. Here's Underwood. Bringing the heat. Got his man on the right. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. They've got to cap this off now.
Snags it, and there's running room. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
Underwood. Pocket breaking down. Buried before he could blink. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want, because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Running inside. It's Marshall. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Oh, man, that is an absolute rocket launcher of a punt. Back to pass, it's Beck. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
You know, we're only in the first half of this football game, and already this offense has had tons of success throwing the football. The defense has to disrupt his rhythm, and they finally do there, getting the sack. They've given up 3 TD passes. Let's see if they can continue with the pass rush moving forward.
The Nittany Lions now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Rush is on him. It's a fumble. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Here's the pressure. Takes the easy completion. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
To the air on 2nd down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Nittany Lions, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. To the air on 1st down. Sends it downfield. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And I feel like that was predetermined. They told him in the huddle, man, chuck that thing down the field. Like, haven't run the ball well, haven't thrown it well. They haven't really gotten started off on the right foot in this football game. Looks like they're still searching for answers, for something that they can get some momentum going.
It's complete. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And that's a nice job by the offense, man. I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. And this time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Finds a man in the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He's got his man. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Penn State will spend its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking for a man, it's Beck. Pressure coming. And that one is picked off in the end zone. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown Wolverines. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
And that's a great job by the defender there, back in his own end. He knew he had to make a play. He jumped the route, caught it, and he takes it all the way back. Forget flipping the field. How about scoring a touchdown?
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. We're just about ready to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Marsh. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch.
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for.
What a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage, and did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them, and it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process, and that time, that was a big reason that ball got high.
Turning it on! Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
They'll run it. It's Peoples. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Dropping back, it's Beck. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Penn State. Into the for 6.
And you gotta love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead, you take the ball right away here in the second half, you drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
Coming out with it, it's Marsh. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So here comes the Michigan offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
The run inside. It's Marshall. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in.
Makes the grab in their space. Touchdown, Wolverines! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he added the extra point. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hansen. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. They'll try to run for it. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Finds the tight end.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Lets it fly. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
Well, I like the aggressive nature by the quarterback there. He's trying to take a shot down the field. Just a better play by the defense forcing the incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To throw, it's Beck. This time it's complete. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
Handoff, Peoples running left. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half, and you've got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They got to get more physical right now in this football game, or it's going to get out of hand.
Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be second down.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway. Now they're in business. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. On the move. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Throwing, Underwood. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Timeout called as the play clock had gotten down to 3 seconds. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Underwood trying to cut through the noise. Plucks it out of the air. He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. It's complete on the right side. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running inside, it's Marshall. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill, and give up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
To the air, it's Underwood. Firing to the end zone, and wings it incomplete. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. They go play action. Bryce Underwood buys a little extra time. Firing to the right, complete.
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown here, 1st and goal.
And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Here's a heat. Get it out on the screen. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Martin. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Tie game, 4th quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Looking to pass, it's Beck. Quickly to the tight end. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
And a play like that, that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives him the ball at the 29-yard line. The defense was looking for a huge play in this tie game, and they have just given their team a great opportunity.
I think, Reese, at this point of the game, tied late, it's going to come down to who can make the most plays. The defense comes up with a massive play, creating that turnover. Outstanding job by the D. All 11 guys being on the same page, now putting their offense in a great position.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Underwood. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
After that incompletion, it's decision time now if you're the head coach. Do you stay aggressive? Do you trust your offense to go get this 1st down, try and eat the clock and win the game late? Or do you trust your defense to...
Wait just a second. They're going to go for it here, and man, if they don't get it, it brings losing into the equation. Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Looking left. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
Whistle blows, clock stops, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's Underwood to throw. Fires to the right. Hits the open man. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. From inside the 15, here comes the return. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They were on the move the last time they had it. Unfortunately, an interception ruined that threat. Now to see if they can put something together and have it pay off in points. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Looking to the big tight end. Working the middle. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the 4th with a touchdown. Looking to throw. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Penn State with the response.
Massive score, now massive decision-making. Obviously, extra point ties the football game. Easy peasy, nice job. A 2-point conversion, you win this thing. So I would kick it, but you know what? If you want to go for it, that's your decision.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. Underwood throws to the wideout. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Penn State! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And at this juncture of the game, one play is going to make the difference. It's going to be a momentum-changing play. Who's going to come up with it that time, Pollock? It's the pick 6 to break the tie.
And the defense, you're thinking, get a stop, get a stop. This is late in the 4th quarter. This is how we're going to get a win. Our offense is going to go down the field. No, they get the turnover, they force it, and they get to the end zone to create the massive game-changing play.
He'll bring it out. It's Chambers. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Throwing, Underwood. Under fire. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense. Timeout call by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. He wants a big play here late. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be third down. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Bryce Underwood from the gun on third down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And those are the plays that you worry about as a defensive coordinator, man. Not getting beat over the top, but not just by any guy, but by a guy that can fly. And they've been worried about it all game long. Their game plan has been steered toward that, and right here they execute at a really good level. Make sure they don't let them get behind them, and they knock the football to the ground.
He's not going to get there. A big stop for this defense on fourth down. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee.